Hey everybody, welcome to Crew Commentary. This is the members-only series where we look back, give a little bit of a director's commentary and insight on old videos. Today we have Ryan Haley, who actually cut this video, and the video that I'm referring to is the Barbie gameplay.
Should we just kick it right off?
Yeah, I think so.
Jump right into
Unless
it?
Ryan, anything you want to say?
I think we should press play, but spend the entire time talking Traitor Season 2 UK.
Oh, you can't do no. We can't. That's a different show.
Oh my God!
The people want to hear about that more than this. So I started it by, Barbie. This is, shrimp on the Barbie or whatever, right?
Oh, that's,
so
that's
what I was going for here.
Barbie edition.
The Barbie.
So I always forget that this was in the License to Kill series.
Oh.
Wasn't it the end of it, though?
Yes.
We were ahead of the curve on a lot of this. The Barbie Ken dynamic, I would say we were ahead of the curve.
I think you're right, yeah.
I would say
Also,
yes.
I don't remember if you gave me specific instruction on what to wear, Elise, but I just thought something that covered as little of my skin as possible.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
This is my smallest outfit.
This is like one of your patented Hawaiian shirts that you're known
Hawaiian
for.
shirt.
I was wearing a dress I got in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I always think of like Hawaiian Barbie from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Those are my shortest shorts.
Malibu Beach Barbie. Wow, that was a
That's a good edit.
Solid performance there on the hand clap. Did y'all's arms hurt after this? Having to make these
Hold it like this.
Oh, look at this intro. God damn, look at these cousins.
The interesting thing about this video is how it's clear that
I don't know why I did that.
we did a very different take. Like, I guess we didn't really discuss it, and I don't even know why we decided to do the added dynamic of this.
I don't either.
There was not enough confidence
And James and I as improvisers, yeah.
But Patrick was like, "No, I want to do this thing where there's two sets of them."
Yeah, the white trash Barbies, I guess. How did you feel about that, Ryan, being categorized as such?
Well, I remember not being given a ton of direction.
Yes.
And we made most of this up on the spot, as you can probably tell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really great at doing makeup, so sometimes these character things where I have to do it is difficult. And I'm wearing magnetic eyelashes here, which is like my one pair of, like, if I'm in a video and I'm playing a character like Lady Gaga and I need something to kind of give it an extra, I put on these magnetic eyelashes. They're two sets and they magnetize to each other.
Yeah. And I'm wearing magnetic pubes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why I chose to wear this like 80s inspired Elizabeth Holmes or 90s, I guess, t-shirt. But
I had one of the Barbie RVs when I was a kid.
Me too.
I never had the dream house or anything like that, but I had the RV. I guess I was the trash.
The house, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about this game particularly.
Well, I remember also around this point early on, I saw you guys acting all doll-like, and I'm like, "Fuck, was I supposed to do that?"
Oh.
So then I'm like, every once in a while, going in and out of trying to act like a doll, and with no consistency.
Yeah, there
at all.
he is. There it is. I do like that part of them being trash is that they forget
This
that
was
they're...
the best part. You scanning for language. How did that come to you?
Oh.
That was awesome.
Oh, thank you. There was actually a question that immediate-humor6888 asked, was it all improvised in the moment, the scanning for language? I mean, yeah, all I knew going to this video is I got to be Barbie. I'm going to do this high-pitched voice.
There's a weird thing that happens. I know people here and watching like the costume gameplays, as we call them. But they're way harder.
Real quick, I feel bad because I try to get applications for people to wear in my shoes here. I got a ton of them.
Did you ever do it?
Yeah, I did, but I wish I'd responded to everybody who went out of their way to try and, I had some people.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I didn't. I was busy that day.
Yeah. Well,
so sorry if you applied to be my shoe wearer and
never heard back.
And I never heard back.
Oh, well.
I apologize.
I was just going to say that, with these costume gameplays, they can be fun, but it also requires, a brain translator, right? Because, you're like, okay, what's a funny thing I would say? All right, but is that what is the way in which I could say that funny thing that character might say. Fits the narrative of what we're going for.
That's why whenever you play a character, just play, like, my character's name is Ryan Haley.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
I
that's true.
I
You do
get
that a
rid
lot.
of that.
You do that a lot, actually.
It's the way to get around that.
Another thing I remember from this is Patrick being horrendous at the game. Like, providing nothing.
He didn't like the sound.
This sound specifically.
So there's just certain things where it's like, oh, thank God there's just constantly giving us new material or whatever. There was not a lot of new material being manifested during this recording.
Don't be silly. This is from when I was a vet for a brief time in the
See how I worked that in, the dog in. I said I was a vet.
Yeah.
Consummate performer.
Asian Hoosier asked, do you think your Barbie and Ken were in Barbie Land somewhere, hidden in the background?
100%.
I do think Greta saw this.
Yeah,
I don't think it inspired necessarily.
Oh.
I think she was already deep in production on what she was going for, but I think she probably saw it, and when she was putting the film together, did think about some of these elements.
I think Amy Schumer saw this and decided not to make the Barbie movie.
Scared her.
Do it? Yeah.
Scared her off.
But yeah, this game is like nothing.
I am proud of us though. We kind of got like the Barbie, the inferiority with Ken and Barbie.
The what?
The inferiority of
That's-
Ken's dynamic
that's
with
not what I was
Barbie.
going for, but that's interesting that that's how it came across.
Are those your
Well, we never discuss any bits beforehand.
No,
We just sat down, and I think
it just came.
I think I was like, well, what am I like? I mean, that is the thing. That's the dynamic. It's like, what is
You are
She does
subservient.
everything. She's amazing.
Yeah. What is Ken? He is a nothing. He's a side entity to what Barbie is, which is the purpose.
Yeah, the defining factor of the one Ken doll I had as a kid was that he had a beard. Sometimes.
Interesting. Which is kind of like me.
Yeah.
But I was like, it would be funny to shape this scenario that Ken is almost held hostage in his relationship with Barbie, and then Elise immediately, I think, while still maintaining the bubbly bubblegum character that she was doing for her Barbie, then did a pretty great job shifting it to be almost scary, menacing in a way.
She's a robot.
Which
She's
is-
a Terminator at the end of the day.
Is not what Margot Robbie is in the movie because she's still a very like positive and hopeful force.
Yeah.
There's a question here from Goose Suit. Maybe Ryan, I don't know how much you remember, I guess is the question. You spend a lot of time with the edit, but is there a joke you see now you wish you would have focused on more after the recording? So I guess maybe you would have put more in, like, I don't know. Or something
I
that
can't
you
think of one really. I mean, I guess in hindsight, pre-production wise, I would have probably put more thought into what my character here, what I was doing.
I was gonna say, I for me, I think it was in the moment. I recall thinking, "Oh, this will be fun. We'll say something about our perfect existence," and then Ryan and Lindsay will then re-describe that scenario from their shitty perspective. So as we live in a dream house, you guys live in a trailer park.
Right.
And you tell, oh, we went rollerblading. We didn't have rollerblading, sometimes the lake freezes over.
Yeah, we tied a couple of eels to our heels and we hit the water.
Didn't happen at all.
Yeah.
Didn't happen at all. There's times in this where if we watch it, it's like I feel like I was internally like setting something up, and then it'd go over to you, and then you'd be like, I don't know nothing about that, and then it would just end there.
But I mean, I guess that's kind of how they are.
Or Lindsay would be like, "There's my dog." We're like, okay.
You're like, beast.
But I think it clearly all worked out. How do you feel about that effect there, Ryan?
I stand by how awesome that
I think
was.
it's great.
That's a time issue, huh? Yeah.
I do, looking back, wish that Patrick's the great perfect straight man in this. He's interjecting only when he needs. He knows the assignment. He executes great. But I do wish we had maybe tried to incorporate him more. Come up with been like, well, what are you, Patrick?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he just literally is there to play the game and then kind of look left and right. But
Brandales.
Just the hilarity. That was great. The delivery and the calling someone else, calling him an uncultured swine.
Cashbone asks, during a record when one person is so locked in that it becomes obvious they will be the standout for that video, like Elise is Barbie, how do you react in the moment? Do you have to try extra hard to keep up with them, or do you shift focus to try and set them up even more so they can keep the bit flying high? Is it even obvious that you've just recorded something special, or does that realization only come later? My perspective on the first part is if someone, and this goes for any gameplay, not just character gameplay or anything, if someone is on a roll, you should not try and take that energy.
Oh yeah,
Your job. They are the train engine, and you should be shoveling coal into the furnace.
Milk that shit.
Asking questions. By the time people see this, I don't know if Bunker Builder Part 2 will be out. But I think that's a great example, and it's not always one person. But when you go on a tear, it's just
if Ryan's
Patrick
got
and
a story, you don't go, let's talk about the game.
Well, also, you shouldn't presume that you have a story that is going to match it at all. And you should just give us more details about that story. So, yeah, I always think of any of these gameplays, whether Barbie or whatever, is if someone is hitting it that day, and you have a great bit, that's awesome, but you should shovel coal until that person's like starts cooling down, then maybe you can come back in with your own.
Yeah. And a lot of the times, especially when it's happening in the moment, like I'm like, all right, well, especially if I'm cutting it, I'll be like, okay, well, I'm going to, that moment for sure, this whole section is definitely going to be the highlight of the video or whatever. And then but then you still can kind of at some point add more shit that has nothing to do with that, like you're saying, after it's fizzled out.
Yeah.
And just the more the merrier kind of, and you can cut whatever you feel like.
At least I don't know how you felt. Did you feel like you were on a tear in this video?
No, I never do. Even when I'm the only person in a costume, I'm always. I think everybody has that kind of insecurity of how is this gonna look in the edit, right? Mm-hmm. But I love the character stuff. Obviously, it's where I feel most comfortable.
The second question is it even obvious that you've just recorded something special, or does that realization come later? Sometimes. There's some times where I'm like, that was a banger.
Yeah.
That was a great one. We just did an episode earlier this morning that I was like, oh, that was really fun. We were blessed with lucky games, and we were also blessed with funny scenarios, and I think it was funny. But I will say for this, I thought this bombed.
Well, I remember you guys, especially maybe you, at what up, Lindsay? Oh,
Lindsay's here.
Watching Barbie.
Angelica.
Lindsay's here.
Come in here.
I think, because at the end of this, I was like, this is awesome, great. And then you guys, because it got super dark, obviously, in certain parts, and I think you guys were concerned about that, right? Am I wrong?
I just didn't
It did get dark.
I wasn't sure if any of this was working in the moment. And that sounds like we're like Christopher Nolan talking about Oppenheimer. We're just talking about Barbie bullshit or whatever. But I was like, I couldn't tell if we were bouncing back and forth. I couldn't tell if, like, what we were going for was working. I didn't think the game. That's the other thing too. Is all we're looking at is the game, where nothing's happening.
Right.
Nothing funny. Nothing. Nothing.
Your outfit changed there.
Yeah, they like that. Nothing is happening. But then when you cut it together, the game is not even.
Yeah.
It's a fraction of it.
Right.
So it only shows the best bits. So for me, I was like, that was a disaster. I don't know if that one's going to come together, but.
I remember being like, why does this video need so many layers?
Well, we already covered that. We were like, why were we involved in this?
Yeah. It was the brainchild of Patrick Brown. Lindsay,
I know.
Do you think your Barbie and Ken were in Brainland Asian? Hoosier wants to know.
Do you think you're Barbie and Ken?
In Margot, or in Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie's.
Yeah, you guys definitely were.
But
But what Barbie are you?
Sociopath Barbie.
Probably like
Terminator Barbie.
Dark Side Barbie or something.
Yeah.
Vash Stampede 88 was asking, did you do mental prep for Janelica coming into this?
That's her name. I forgot. Wow.
Did
No,
we
I
talk
didn't.
beforehand that we were cousins in a relationship?
I think we were trying to do some sort of like trashy thing. I mean,
All
also
right.
like, look, what shirt am I wearing? It's
Yeah.
like sparkly Calvin. I
That's-
think my mom got that
Yeah,
for me.
I remember
That's a
you being
mom
like,
thing.
my mom got me this.
I also think that was another thing too, where it's like both of you are like, we're redneck Barbies, and I was like, Lindsay's hair looks nice. She's got a weird
Yeah,
shirt on,
yeah.
but like nothing. You I mean, also the problem is I see you every single day, so you basically put a hat on.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
and you put a
smoking
cigarette in your
cigarettes.
mouth.
I'm smoking cigarettes.
Those are the only things that were like.
You know, this predated the Barbie TTRPG, but I think Lindsay, if you had come in as Georgette too to this, like it's a shame we didn't have all that costuming and stuff.
Oh yeah. Now she was
for
a cool
this.
Barbie.
She was cool. She wasn't. She was Southern, but she wasn't trash.
You
Right.
see, you assaulted me there in the middle of this
You
gameplay?
probably deserved it.
Well,
my
you
character.
said something. Your audio.
Yeah, your character. Yeah.
Moving on. That's always a good sign in a gameplay recording when someone has to audibly say, "Moving on."
Ew, the badonk on that.
Any of this stuff from this game.
No.
Is this a horse Barbie game?
It's in everything. She was rollerblading earlier. Then she was skiing. Then all kinds of stuff. It was just
She
like,
really can do it all.
yeah, she really can do it all.
No. I got Ken smoking a
Man, my dog is up in everyone's grill.
She's saying hi.
I was trying so hard not to break my arm formation
Yeah.
anytime she came to me.
Of course this is Ken. Look at him.
I know an easy way to check. The same way Barbie checks that I haven't.
Oh yeah, this is the best part. You show us you're smooth.
Oh yeah,
See, I'm looking at my
Yeah,
face. I'm not
well,
liking that.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
I was
not
just-
into
I-
that at all.
I'm thinking to myself, it didn't need to come to this point where genitalia is discussed.
Wow.
Or
Oh,
lack
this was
thereof.
an episode of License.
That's what
to
I
Kill.
said.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, I had no idea.
Why'd I just show that title screen in the middle of this?
Jump cut.
Oh, that was the end.
That was
I think it's over.
Oh yeah, you're about to get murdered. Patrick is, I mean.
I'm sorry, Patrick. No, don't fucking touch me, Ken. Don't fucking touch me, Ken. Jesus Christ. Ken, no. This is all for you, Barbie. This is all for you.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Should I put?
Wow.
Wow.
Great performance. there at
Another
the end.
one.
So anyway, that was Barbie.
That was
License to
Barbie.
Kill Barbie edition. The people seem to really love that one.
That was a banger.
It was a banger.
It was
It
fun.
worked out.
Some good
Banger.
social clips on that one.
Yeah.
It's fun. And that people have said, like, would Barbie and Ken come back? But I feel like after the Barbie movie, you can't.
No.
You can't go
You know.
above.
Yeah.
Like, we set the bar with our Barbie video, so Greta Gerwig was like, fuck, I gotta top that.
Working on this, Noah.
I agree. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening to this crew commentary. If you enjoyed it, make sure to go back and check all the other crew commentaries. And if there's a crew commentary that you want to see, make sure to let us know in the Discord or on the subreddit or whatever. John Holland does a great job putting these together. And so maybe just message him directly as well.
Yeah, he always puts out some posts asking.
And when Barbie comes out on Blu-ray, you can watch our Barbie video, the Barbie crew commentary, and then Barbie as a nice triple
Ooh.
feature.
If you start this video about 16 minutes before the end of the Barbie movie,
Yeah, it
both
syncs up.
films end at the same time.
Yeah, it syncs up
Both
exactly.
films. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, thank you so much for your support on Rooster Teeth First
We
and as a
appreciate you.
Funhouse Plus Dog Pound member. We'll see you in the next one.